Hello guys, I am V. Sai Srinivas of 9th class from Math Man. So today I am going to explain today's editorial. So let's get started. Today our editorial's name is Friend and Neighbor. India must strengthen ties with Bangladesh and appreciate Sheikh Hasina's challenge. So guys, it basically means that Bangladesh is a neighboring country of India, and in such kind of times India must increase its relationship with Bangladesh, and it should appreciate Sheikh Hasina's challenge. The virtual summit between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Bangladesh counterpart Sheikh Hasina, where they discussed issues ranging from the violent border incidents to the COVID-19 fight, demonstrates their desire to reboot India-Bangladesh ties and that have faced challenges in recent months. So, a virtual summit has been held between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. So, they discussed about the issues they are having near the border and also the fight they are doing against the COVID-19 virus. So, they had come to a conclusion that they will reboot the relationship between. So reboot means restart. They'll restart the relationship between Bangladesh and India. So in that way they can strengthen it. Mr. Modi called Bangladesh a major pillar in India's neighborhood first policy, while Mr. Hasina invited him to visit Bangladesh in March for the celebration of the 50th anniversary of its independence. It is the key opportunity for India, which had played a major role in Bangladesh liberation in 1971, to revive the Bonbhumi and address the issues adversely affecting the partnership. So, the first move in order to increase this is that Mrs. Hasina has invited Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Bangladesh to celebrate its 50th Independence Day. So, India played a key role in the independence of Bangladesh in 1971. So now it had decided to help the problems of its friend, that is Bangladesh. Despite the friendship remaining solid, the border has been sensitive. At least 25 Bangladeshis were killed in the first 6 months of this year along the border by Indian forces, according to a rights watchdog. The Teesta water dispute remains unresolved. The Citizenship Amendment Act and the proposed National Register of Citizens, which Mrs. Hasina called unnecessary, have created a negative impression about India. Above all, China is making deep inroads into Bangladesh by ramping up infrastructure investments and expanding economic cooperation. So it is imperative for India to bolster ties with this all-weather friend, and there may not be a better time to do so than Bangladesh is to celebrate the golden jubilee of its independence. So guys, in the past few months, the relationship between India and Bangladesh have not been quite good. More than 25 Bangladeshis were killed while crossing the border, according to the watchdog. So, the water dispute also was not resolved or solved, and Mrs. Hasina has stated the Citizenship Amendment Act unnecessary because that is making masses of people going to Bangladesh again. So they kind of have a bad impression about India, but these things have created a negative impression for India. So, but despite this, the main thing now is that the China is developing its infrastructure investments and expanding its inroads into Bangladesh, so that they can have an economic cooperation. So it is must for India to strengthen up its ties with Bangladesh now because it is the best time, and when China gains power over Bangladesh it gets more worse. So this is the best time because Bangladesh is celebrating the golden jubilee of its independence. Mrs. Hasina has done relatively well in steering Bangladesh through crisis. Under the Awami League government, Bangladesh, India's largest trading partner in South Asia, has expanded its economy and improved social welfare. Mrs. Hasina has done everything in her power to get Bangladesh out of the crisis it have been facing. So, the Bangladesh is under the rule of the Awami League government. So, India is the largest trading partner in South Asia for Bangladesh. So, this has helped them to expand and develop their social welfare and economy. Despite the Awami League's tight grip over the administration, Mrs. Hasina has continued to face challenges from Islamist factions. War crimes and corruption trials have weakened the traditional opposition. The Bangladesh Nationalist Party and its ally, the pro-Pakistan Jamaat-e-Islami, but another Islamist group, Hifazat-e-Islam, made headlines recently when its organized mass protests against French President Emmanuel Macron and opposed the Hasina government's plan to build a statue of the country's founding father, Bangabandhu Mujibur Rahman, in Dhaka's suburbs. So, guys, even though everything was going right for Bangladesh, some people have been opposing Mrs. Hasina's government. So, the Islamic factions are kind of giving new challenges for Mrs. Hasina's government. So, the war crimes, corruptions have weakened the opposition parties like the Bangladesh Nationalist Party and the pro-Pakistan Jamaat-Islami. So, some of the steps taken by Mrs. Hasina have decreased the terrorism, but there are other Islamist groups like Hifzat-e-Islam which had opposed the many things like doing huge protests against French President Emmanuel Macron, and they had also made protests regarding the construction of the statue of Bangabandhu Mujibur Rahman. So he is the founding father of Bangladesh. Mrs. Hasina's government thought to build a statue of him, but these group are opposing it. So they're facing many challenges and they are getting out of it eventually. So let's hope everything goes right for Bangladesh and we can support them well. So thank you guys.